Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a homework assignment at one Southern Kentucky school has some parents crying foul. And with Love from Harlan is trying to make sure those in need do not go hungry by setting up blessing boxes throughout the area. Plus, after 3 years of construction, the new 4-lane segment of the Mountain Parkway expansion running through Salyersville's Restaurant Row is now fully open.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59 on Friday, November the 22nd. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning into Mountain News This Morning. Madison has the morning off, so she's getting to sleep into the wonderful sound of rain. But you get to wake up with Brandon and I. It's like the good old days, right, Brandon?
That's right, like it used to be. But yeah, rain is the name of the game this morning, my friend, and it's going to be the name of the game for much of the day today. Happy Friday to you. Let's take a look. I know it's probably one of those days you're like, oh, can I just go back to sleep? We're hearing on the roof here this morning, Will. I just want to go back to sleep this morning. If you find me curled up over here, you know what happened. I see a lot of yellows and oranges and reds there, which means heavier bands of rain. So just be careful this morning across the area. Visibility already being affected as expected there. Anything less than 5 miles, which is a lot of the region, is dense fog or low visibility. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s. We actually reached our daytime high at midnight. We'll stabilize in the low 50s a little bit later today. But you'll notice this roller coaster right here. Look at that. 50, then 47, then back to 50, then down. It's just all over the place, but 52 is where we'll stabilize at later this afternoon. The rest of the forecast is on the way here in just a little bit. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Well, one person is dead following a crash on Interstate 75 in Madison County. The crash is in the northbound lanes near the 86-mile marker, closing that part of the interstate. Police are diverting traffic at exit 83 to Duncannon Lane and then to Highway 25. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says 2 vehicles are involved in the crash. The Transportation Cabinet anticipates the interstate will be blocked until about 8 a.m. Our sister station WKYT has that information is following along. Meanwhile, a homework assignment at one Southern Kentucky school has some parents crying foul. Students at London Elementary were given a worksheet asking students to circle pictures certain words describe. Parents say what's disturbing is how they were asked to describe what the word fat meant. What shocked and angered parent Laura Lewis was the fact that the worksheet used the images of a girl to describe fat.
And I had to explain to her that it was body shaming. Even if it was a skinny girl, or the example for skinny, I feel like that would still be body shaming that person because some people don't want to be called that.
Laurel County school officials released a statement saying no parents have contacted them because of this, but because of it, they are reviewing their curriculum. Meanwhile, you only have one more day to donate blood for the Big Blue Crush competition. It is the Kentucky Blood Center's annual blood battle against the University of Tennessee. Coach John Calipari tweeted a reminder to fans to donate. If you do, you will get a long-sleeve Big Blue Crush t-shirt and a McDonald's coupon. At last check, Kentucky is in the lead with more than 1,700 donors. Tennessee has more than 1,100. Again, that competition ends today. Well, with Love from Harlan is trying to make sure those in need do not go hungry. For the past 2 years, they have had blessing boxes set up in the Harlan area. These boxes hold non-perishable food for children, families, and homeless. They see a greater need around the holidays. The boxes are filled with love from Harlan and those who sponsor the boxes.
If a box is leaning or if a box is empty or if they've noticed a lot of children around the box, we'll get a lot of Facebook messages or we'll have people call us and just let us know.
With Love from Harlan has 16 blessing boxes and 20 more are sponsored by the community. A Laurel County woman has collected presents for 200 kids to give in Laurel County this Christmas. For the past 5 years, Hannah Brown in London has been working with youth services centers in Laurel County schools to give the kids in 5 families of each school Christmas presents. If anyone wants to help, you can either drop off toys or make monetary donations by contacting Hannah Brown at the Stan Owens Insurance Office in downtown London. After 3 years of construction, the new 4-lane segment of the Mountain Parkway expansion that runs through Salyersville's Restaurant Row is now open to traffic. Restaurant Row marks the second section of the parkway to be completed. Construction began in September of 2016. This section of the parkway was designed to increase safety for drivers as well as those traveling through the town of Salyersville.
For us to have our customers to be able to flow in and out without the flow, the uneven flow is very excited.
By expanding the road from 2 to 4 lanes and creating wider lanes for larger vehicles, traffic can flow easier. Sidewalks were also added to encourage residents to walk. Kentucky Lieutenant Governor Janine Hampton will appeal a judge's ruling to dismiss her lawsuit against Governor Matt Bevin. Last month, Franklin Circuit Judge Philip Shepard ruled the governor has the authority to hire and fire staff members in the lieutenant governor's office. Hampton filed the lawsuit after 2 staff members were fired by the Bevin administration. Hampton's attorney filed the appeal on Wednesday. Both Hampton and Governor Bevin will be leaving their offices on the 10th of December. A stay in Washington, D.C. last year by Governor Bevin could be the latest piece in 2 cases alleging President Trump violated a constitutional clause. During a trip, Governor Bevin stayed at the president's D.C. hotel. The Washington Post reports the nearly $700 bill was initially paid for by Kentucky taxpayers before the state's Republican Party reimbursed the Commonwealth. Both federal court cases allege the president violated a clause blocking the president from accepting payments from states. Attorneys for the president argue the clause does not bar him from accepting market rate hotel room payments. Governor Bevin, the Kentucky Republican Party, and lawyers for the president did not respond for comment on the Post story. Well, WYMT was able to talk with Senator Rand Paul for about 10 minutes Thursday morning. A number of topics were discussed, including Kentucky's election, an infrastructure bill the senator proposed, as well as the impeachment inquiry against President Trump.
I don't think he's done anything wrong at all. I think presidents since the beginning of time have always sort of used foreign aid as a leverage to get what they want, and it's done really repeatedly throughout history.
You can see the entire interview on WYMT.com. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. The American Cancer Society is helping smokers kick their habit in their 44th annual Great American Smokeout.
The forecast can be summed up in one word today: rain. Is there a break in the action anytime today? Well, I'll have the answer in about 3 minutes.